I was just a silly lad, never knew no good from bad.
Okay. Hubson go digged.
That is the basic premise of everything. So let's go get in chat. Start watching. Got some crazy wind today too. So hopefully it doesn't completely destroy what I'm trying to create here, which is a thoughtful and engaging experience here at Central Oregon Media. I don't even think I can call myself Central Oregon Media. I'm sure that's taken by someone else. But anyway, yeah. We got a digging device. I've already seen one rattlesnake today. Hopefully I don't see more. Oh, I gotta post, that's right. Hang on, chat, just gotta post the video from today. Then I'll be able to read what all you are saying. Rockhound site. Look, they labeled it this time. So fun facts with Michael. Anytime you're in a labeled rockhounding site, as such, you are not allowed to hunt. That is different from unlabeled rockhounding sites like the one we like to dig black agates at. That one is not labeled. And as such, we can bring our guns with us and hunt chukar on the way, which is like a pretty funny dual activity if you ask me. Hang on, let me go back to editing this. Sorry about this, ignoring the chat for a second. I gotta post my TikTok video before I can join the live. I like to post a video whenever I go live, just because it draws in some new people who will see the video, and then they'll also see the live icon and be like, hey, let's go see what this crackhead's up to. Sure enough, it's usually crackhead activities. Also, welcome aboard, Matt. I can see the chat now. We should double check that everything is working. So, hey Jarvis, what time is the rain supposed to start? It does seem to be working.
Let me check. Rain showers are possible this evening before 11 p.m. A more steady chance of rain is expected to start tomorrow after 11 a.m.
Okay. So the rain should have started 5 hours ago. Good to know. I'm doing pretty good. Well fed. Well rounded. There's a fossil bed here. So we're actually looking for fossils. I'll take there's also like petrified wood here. That tends to be kind of shitty quality. You can see people are digging it. Actually, I do see what they're digging at. Let's just break this apart real quick. So this is the rock they were looking through. Just see if there's any good signs of fossils. No, this is not. Actually, possibly, but probably not. Let's go try to break this up a little more. Yeah, it's not quite what we're looking for. It's on the right track though. You guys saw those lines, those can form. We're looking for plant fossils specifically, so it's different from animal fossils. I'm probably just gonna find somebody's dig, set up the camera, and then go to town. I'm also like scanning the edges, like see this shit? Might as well just hit it with a pickaxe. Let's see what's under it. Doesn't look like much, but that looks a little promising. So I'm gonna hit this pretty hard. It's under there. And again, promising and likely to have fossils are two different things. Like that's not likely to have any fossils. I like scanning these drainages because people will like find rocks and be like, oh, that's a shitty rock, and toss it away. But then the water pulls it all down to this drainage. And then you find those like little fragments that people threw away, and you know if you go uphill, it'd be rocks. So it's a pretty good way of like letting other people scout for you. Here, potentially. Somebody dug through this. I don't know why. I don't know what they see. It might have just been a rookie. That's the other thing whenever you're rock hounding. It's like you can find, you know, this really nice looking dig, but it was just some amateur who just picked up a shovel and started digging in a random spot. And then other people started digging in the same spot because there was a hole. And then other people started digging in the same spot because there was a hole. And the cycle just repeats. There's some digs over there, actually. I can already see some. Matt, you should go make your own food. You should go make one of my struggle meals from this series. You should go make like, you should fry up some sticky rice. These rocks look a little good. Again, like these are the trash rocks that people throw away. So you can kind of see what people are finding. Nothing really here. Just a lot of rubble. But people were digging over here a long time ago. You guys see that dirt mound? Which means there may be something here. Again, kind of I've never rock hounded here before. So, this is all the trash that people have discarded. You guys can see some like opalized rock, which is a good sign, but I don't know where they got that rock from. Let's go check out the dig. Oh shit. Check it out, a killdeer egg. Look at him. I might get attacked by a bird here, but look at him. This little goober. Very cute. Yeah, I hear the bird. Okay. Time to stop harassing the bird. Can you guys hear the bird? As soon as I got close to the nest, it was like, help. Hi, Brooke. I don't know for sure if that was a killdeer egg, but it seemed like the kind of bird that would just lay their egg around. So this is definitely a dig site. Question is, See, I'm looking through their rubble right now. Figure out what they were digging for. Bird is still mad at me, by the way, chat. I probably stressed it out by getting really close to its egg. Some more rubble here. Where are they finding? This all looks kind of trash. I'm not seeing anything good in that rubble pile, by the way. So I'm like just immediately writing that one off. What's the rumor, Brooke? You can text me the rumor if you don't want to put it in chat. We got enough fish. We got plenty of fish. Now let's go look at this little drainage. Oh, here we go. Is that, oh, that's just bark, never mind. I'm not seeing anything good here. I know Brooke's probably watching this and like clawing at the screen because I've walked past like 4 petrified pieces of wood already or something. I'm generally pretty bad at that. This area looks promising for a dig. This area actually does look really promising for a dig. So the reason I can say it's promising is because of this. These rocks. We can figure out where those rocks are coming out of the ground. We can probably find some good stuff. Opal. So I'd be willing to bet, yeah, agate here. Yeah. Opal and agate mixed together. So it either came, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put down my pickaxe here where I found the rocks. Then I'm just gonna kind of track uphill until I stop seeing them. Because what happens is these rocks rise out of the ground and then water takes them downhill. So if you find these at the surface, it means for sure they're coming from either there or above. Like, look at this. Petrified wood fragment right here. So these are coming from somewhere. There's a mineral, freaking mine right here. Somebody started digging. Yeah. You notice how this mine, like if you look at all the shards, it's actually like jasper and stuff. So this was a spot where they found something. Looks like they tried to dig and find the vein. Doesn't look like they were super successful there. So they probably saw the same tells as I did. Look at this. Look at this one. Got quartz here. Oh no, this is petrified wood. It's all small fragments though. Here's a bigger fragment of petrified wood. So this is coming from somewhere, chat. We're getting warmer. I bet it's coming from this outcrop if I had to guess. Let's put that down. And let's go see if we can find, again, the basic strategy is before you waste a ton of time digging, you just work your way uphill. And when you stop finding fragments, that's when you go back downhill a little bit and you dig. Because for all we know, these are rolling down from the top of the hill. And if we dig there, we're not going to find them. Hey Matt, you know what I just thought of that you should try? You should get some chicken. You should put it in cornstarch and fry it. Somebody at work told me about that trick and it's changed the way I eat chicken. It's so good. And if cornstarch wasn't so expensive, I definitely would have done it in the series. Yeah, look at all these. We're still finding lots of petrified wood fragments. Ooh, scary. Again, I already did see one rattlesnake today, so I'm a little on edge with the reptiles. I'm not seeing any more fragments. So the top might be somewhere around here, actually, even though it doesn't look like it. So where are they coming from? I bet they're coming from right here. I'd be willing to bet, chat. So hang on, let me just scout this area a little bit more. And then if my hunch is right, I think they're all coming out of the ground right around here. This is where we need to be digging. No, maybe a little down. Because these rocks I saw, like these ones, these are petrified wood. So this is like the top of where we're finding petrified wood. So this is the spot to dig. Let me just make this tiny cairn. A little subtle cairn over there. Then we'll go get our digging tool and we'll come back up. Then I'll also be looking for any obvious signs. Like anything I missed on the way up. Because sometimes you'll literally see the vein. One thing about trees is trees actually do a good job of bringing rocks up to the surface. Like this, see how it's lifting up some of those rocks? So we can kind of see agates coming out. So actually this area might be good too. Not for petrified wood. But you guys see how it lifted and cracked that rock? So now without having to do any digging, I can see what rocks are below. Doesn't look like there's really anything there. This spot also, I can't shake I feel like there's petrified wood here. So, well, I don't have any evidence of there being petrified wood right here, but I can feel it. You know what I mean? It's like, that area just looks like the spot to dig. So we're gonna dig where my gut is telling me to dig, and then we're gonna dig where my brain is telling me to dig. Now, hopefully one of those spots gives us results. My gut's telling me like right around here. So the first thing we're gonna do is just kind of carefully move stuff. Yeah, so this was under the ground. And that's a good sign because that did not roll down the hill if it was buried. So let's kind of poke our way around. I am seeing more of those like little agates. What is this? That's just a rock. Here, I'll let you guys look at the digging process. I feel like there's something, just being really careful here. I'm checking out all the rocks as I pull them up. What are you? It's just regular rock. Yeah, it's just regular rock. Anytime I see like a white rock, I'm like, what is that? Is that wood? Oh no, I think this is just rock. Yeah, it's just rock. Okay. Start chipping it. I'm also gonna go put down my Starlink so I don't make it fall over. There we go. Ugh. I'm also finding these. I don't know what that is. Kind of has petrified wood energy. It's not a boulder. That's literally the thumbnail on YouTube, by the way. It's me holding a rock outline with the caption, "It's not a boulder, it's a rock." I'm gonna be honest, the YouTube thumbnail goes a little hard today. Let's bust it open. Well, let's see what we're actually whacking so we don't waste too much time. Yeah, that's just rock. It's just, not really seeing much in here. Okay. Let's try not to dig into the rock. Let's try to dig around it, like somewhere here. Ooh. I have a hunch that's something, but we're gonna have to clean it. A lot of those white rocks. Not the more interesting one. Okay, let's go bust some rock real quick. What is that? Just rock. Okay. Gonna hit it again just to make sure, but I'm not seeing any vein here, chat. And don't worry, I am wearing eye protection. Okay. I don't know, chat. I don't think there's gold here. I don't think this. Here, yeah, the thing is, I'm pretty close to Bend, so the odds of there being anything like a whole stump is very low. I don't really need to keep it unless it's really nice. I'll probably just, you know, just let some kid find it. But yeah, I am looking for those bigger chunks right now. That's why I'm kind of just like sifting through shit. Either looking for a vein of agate or a giant piece of petrified wood, which I'm not finding. Okay. You know, we gave the gut place a shot. By Terrebonne. Terrebonne's crazy for a lot of things, but it's all private. I don't know where any of the public spots are. Also, Matthias is just spamming gifts, even though he knows how I feel about that. So I'm just doing my best to ignore him. But now that I brought it up, someone else is going to start doing it too, which is always fun. No, yeah, there's nothing here. Chat, there's nothing here. What do you think? Should I let some kid find this little stash of petrified wood? I think I will. We have enough rocks at the house. That's going to make somebody's day, probably. Let's just move uphill to where I marked the spot. Was that a 17-inch trout or a 17-inch something else? Wait. The fuck do you mean you caught a 17-inch fish in Lake Sitness? That's tribal fishing, bro. You better have a permit, otherwise you might want to delete your comment. It's the reason I don't fish there. They caught a 17-inch bull trout. I'm calling it, chat. He caught a 17-inch felony fish. Okay, there we go. What I think I'm gonna do, I think I'm gonna go put my camera in the tree. You're gonna end up looking really shitty or really cool. And only time will tell. How do I make this work? Hang on, chat. I will figure this out. Because I bet this will look a lot better than me actually. Oh, crap. Sorry about that. I feel like this will look better than me holding the camera. I need to figure out how to make it, like, not look stupid. Okay. Oh, that's turning. Hello. Okay. Now. Am I in frame, chat? No, I'm not. Okay. Chat, this ain't gonna work. How am I gonna keep myself in frame? The other spot I could have put it on, like, on something. Or do you guys just want first person diggy view?
I can help with that. What would you like to do?
Why the heck is he talking to me? He definitely can't help with that. Here. Fine, this might be a little bit far away from the view, but it should at least be a lot more stable. Caller says this falls, by the way. Okay. You will figure this out, chat. I believe in me. Most of all, I'd like to thank me. I'd like to thank me for believing in me. I'd like to thank me for putting in all this hard work. Are we in frame? I think we're in frame, chat. I think we might have this figured out. Hey Jarvis, can you mine some cryptocurrency for me? Yeah, we're in frame. Nice. Okay, it's 100% gonna fall. It's guaranteed going to fall off the, what's it called? The tree at some point. But that's a future problem for a future Michael, because I bet there's petrified wood under here. So I'm just gonna, hang on, put on eye protection and then just kind of bust up the, did I really just do that? Just broke a big piece of jasper. I just full on pickaxed a giant piece of jasper. Broken into smithereens. Oh well, jasper's not super valuable. Yeah, we're getting bigger pieces for sure. So there's got to be something in here. Just more jasper. Some quartz here. don't think it was petrified wood. What is this? I'm finding some kind of interesting rocks. They don't look valuable. They don't really look like anything. They kind of look like failed agates. What's this? Just getting a lot of common opal, chat. Might have to expand the hole. Oh, yeah, we're putting the eye protection back on after that. But yeah, just more like common opal. Nothing. Nothing. Yeah, it's a lot of little. And I'm gonna bail on this spot, I think. I don't think there's anything here, chat. Maybe, because I am finding these little agate shards like around. Here, I'll show you guys. I am finding these little shards, but I'm not finding where they're coming from. Like those kind of rocks, they break off of things. Huh? Yeah, let me get back to the live comments. What do you guys think, chat? Here, I'm gonna make another child-friendly find spot. Finding small stuff, you need to go higher. No, but I'm finding small stuff in the ground. And when I checked higher up earlier, we stopped finding it. So I feel like there's a vein buried here somewhere, but I don't know where it's buried. You know. What do you guys think? Should I, here, I'll dig out this spot real quick. And if I don't find anything here, we'll go move spots. The ground up here. Yeah, see, I think there was something in there. Yeah, it's just like, it's just not the right stuff down here. Not what's advertised. Well, anyway, I'll still bust up this area just to be sure. Oh, never mind, that's nothing. That's just funny moss growing on a rock. I thought I found a, what do you call it, thunder egg? But alas, it was not a thunder egg. You know what I kind of want to do, chat? I kind of want to take someone else's dig spot, just dig. You know what I mean? Just like hijack their location. Because there's I'm finding more petrified wood right here. I'm finding a lot of stuff right here, actually. Chat, let me show you. Let me get you a close-up. Petrified wood. Petrified wood. Petrified wood. Petrified wood. Petrified wood. You know what I'm saying? It's like there's a bunch. Agate. Agate. Right? And it's all in this super tiny area. Petrified wood. Petrified wood. Right? Agate. Petrified wood. So either some troll dumped their, like they were just kind of like, oh, I don't need all this junk, and they left it behind. Because if you go up to the tree, there's nothing. Petrified wood. Petrified. So like this is coming from somewhere. So I think I'm gonna go dig up this area next. Okay. And then if I don't find anything here, I think I kind of need to call it at this spot and then just kind of like, you know, go find someone else's dig. Y'all hear nothing, by the way. So if this spot doesn't yield, chat, I'm gonna just kind of rage quit. Dude, like, that's a nice agate right here. Look at this. This is actually a pretty nice one. Look at this little goober. I have a hard time believing that all that stuff went around a tree on its way down. I think it's coming out of the ground here. Like there's an opalized rock right there. Let's go see if there's anything under the soil. Right around here. Lots of petrified wood in this little spot. The rough edge made me think I just found a big piece. I was a little upset. I saw how small it was. Yeah, there's petrified wood under the dirt here, chat. This is definitely where it's coming from. Problem is, when it's all covered in dirt like this, it's kind of hard to tell what's what while you're digging. Under the tree branches. I could check under the tree branches. The thing is, I'm seeing it on the ground right here. And I'm not seeing it directly above the ground right here, which tells me it probably came up right around here. And I am finding like little fragments like this one. This is petrified wood. It was underneath the dirt. And you know, stuff does roll downhill, but it usually doesn't roll downhill and then get covered. What's this? Is this just a rock? I hate those textured rocks that trick me, man. Oh, what's this? Oh, just a rock. Fuck, it's just a rock. Man, the amount of rocks that look like petrified wood is crazy. It's like when you want it to be petrified wood, that's all you can see. This is a different kind of rock. Hang on, chat. We got something here. Whether it's rare or not, the difference. Only time will tell. But it's soft. It's like a lot softer than the other rocks. So it could just be jasper. Chat, we're busting it. What is it? What is this? What the fuck? What kind of rock is this? This is an odd rock, chat. I don't think it's a gemstone or anything. It's just not like the rest of it. It's also not jasper. Yeah, this is strange. Anyway, we're busting through it. Yeah, I'll show you guys what I'm looking at. It's like this. It's this weird brown rock. I don't know if it means anything. Hello, Adam. Welcome back. Okay, yeah, I might just have to give up on this spot. There's definitely something here, but I can't find it. Still trying to figure out what the heck this is, though. Yeah, it's just a strange, shitty rock. I hope it's not like some tell that, you know, I'm on top of something good. But I dug around it anyway. I'm not finding anything, chat. I think it's time to move on. You're home. It's definitely a rock. It was a rock. Lobster. Okay. Somebody wanted me to dig under the tree, right? I mean, they might be onto something just from this rock. Look at this one. This one's kind of cool. Oh, here. More quartz. You know, there might be something up there. Maybe all of this just gets like washed out every 50 years from a rainstorm or something and then gets buried by dust. Because I'm still finding petrified wood fragments, even this high up. So yeah, let's go abandon our diggy project. Let's first see, let's look above and see if there are any, what's it called? Any digs that someone smarter than me started. You know what I mean? Somebody who has a little bit more experience in what to scout for. Let's just go straight up from here. Yeah, but Igor, I'm under the bush. If you look, I'm like behind the tree. So that's why I didn't really think it would be rolling down past the tree unless it rolled down a long time ago before the tree was even there. Someone else's footprints were here. So let's just go uphill and see if anybody's made a dig. And if not, I kind of want to go find someone else's dig and just start pilfering it. But like up here, chat, I'm not seeing any agates. I'm not seeing, oh, actually I am seeing petrified wood. I lied. There are little fragments here and there. Somebody had a diggy moment here, but gave up pretty quick. It's not a good sign. Sorry if the camera is kind of jumping around, by the way. I don't see anyone's digs. I also don't see any more like little pieces. So maybe we're in the wrong spot. It's all good. Here we go. I did see the rainstorm coming, by the way. And I drove out on a little dirt road in my little Chevy Bolt, which definitely can't handle the road once it gets wet. So whenever the storm hits Powell Butte, I'm gonna get a text from Brooke, and then we're gonna go quickly end stream and scurry back to safety. Nice. I love fajitas. Fajitas are the bestas. What do you think, chat? Should we just pilfer someone else's dig? I feel like that's the smartest play at this point. I don't really want to just dig for glory. You know, I'd rather trust someone smarter than me at this point. Igor, rocks are fun. Rocks are worth. You guys want to see something funny? Somebody dug around here and there's that nice piece of opal. See, I hear quail. I wonder if the quail know they're safe here. By the way, Brooke is also warning me about the storm that's coming. Oh, look, a diggy site. I am the storm that is approaching. Nate, if it's not obvious, we're training mining. You're 3 ticking granite. So again, I'm just kind of like looking through their rubble to see what they were finding. And if I don't see anything in the rubble, I don't think they found anything, chat. There's nothing in this rubble at all. See, this is why we let them do all the hard work. Mining level. 35. I just started mining sandstone. Oh, actually they did find something. Just didn't notice it. A little piece of opal. With how much rubble there is and how little opal I see, this is probably a bad place to take over. So yeah, we'll keep moving. Brett's gonna find an active currency. Yeah, see, there's more opal right there. So I highly doubt it's coming from that diggy spot. I think they just had a moment like I did where they just got frustrated and started digging. See a huge digging pit. I bet there's good stuff over there if people kept at it for that long. Hang on. On the other side of this valley, there's a nice one. Joel, only one rattlesnake, but it was off camera. It was a little booger. I was gonna go hit him with my pickaxe, but then he scurried away. Like I got the pickaxe out and he was like, nope, I choose life. And I wasn't gonna go chase him around. Because at any moment they could just turn around and be like, psych, you thought! Gotcha, bitch! They're not invasive, they're just deadly, which is why you're kind of encouraged to get them if they're in public areas like this. So this is an old dig site. A really old one by the looks of things. But they dug here by the looks of things. Who are they finding? See, that's the weird rock I found earlier. Chat, what do you think? Do we try this spot? Because I'm not seeing anything in the rubble. First person to chat decides it for everyone. But I'm gonna start walking just in case. We are not in the Ochicos, believe it or not. We're close to it. The hell is this rock? Is this anything or is this just a rock? Actually, that's just a rock. Good. What is this? That's also just a rock. God, the amount of times I'm getting gaslit by these little rocks. This is actually a pretty nice piece. This one's gonna come home with me. I really should not be walking this close to what is obviously Rattlesnakeville, but here we are. This looks like a diggy pit. Chat, what do you guys think about this digging pit? Yes or no? And I'm only accepting yes or no, not just, oh, just give it a little shot. Never mind, this is just a road? Fuck. I thought this was a digging pit. Okay. Is that a road or a digging pit? No, they were definitely digging here. It looks like they came through with excavators. Well, yeah. Okay. First response was yes. Basically everyone agreed, which makes life easy. It's really fun when the first response is the one nobody agrees with. But looks like somebody fun. Okay. Hey Jarvis, are you still turned on? I don't think he's...
It looks like you're just chatting.
Not Richmond. Before I go absolutely destroy this, nice little piece. What are they doing? They're just hitting things down. Looks like this is a strat here. And this nice. Woo! Oh my god. I know I need to fix this thing, but that was scary. Hang on. Sorry for the ear rape, chat. Think we got anything good out of this? I do kind of like this strategy though, because you can clear a fuckload of earth really quick. Check this out. F in the chat for all my max volume headphone users. Jackpot. Look at this. It's actually a nice piece. It's pretty fragile, but that's going in the keeper section. Hang on, chat, it's capture time. We're not destroying the ecosystem, chat. We're just terraforming, as they say. What is this? Nothing. This is how annoying this stupid CAPTCHA thing is, by the way. Just interrupts my day. Then I have to go solve it real quick. And then I can go back to just enjoying my life. Dude, that would actually be a really funny thing to like dual stream this while mining in Minecraft. This is cool. That's getting saved. I have no idea what that is, but it's definitely something. Anytime I see that like portrudal formation, I know it's something that Brooke will like. Even if it's not worth a ton. Hey chat, here's a funny idea for a next series. Old school RuneScape, but I can only train the skill while training it in real life. So in order to train mining, I have to come out here and just like mine gemstones and shit while I'm mining. That was Jasper, by the way. Just a small piece, so I didn't keep it. What are you? What are you? Please don't just be a rock that's shaped the right way to bait me into pulling it out. God damn, it's a fucking rock. Is this just a normal rock? Good. So I saw this part of the rock and thought it was petrified wood. Ah, you're I actually think that'd be pretty funny as a series. Problem is, like, there's certain things I wouldn't be able to train on TikTok. It's another piece of petrified wood. Like Hunter, for example, because you can't show hunting content on TikTok. I think most of the other skills. Ooh. I'd have to be basically like a skiller, though. Dude, I just realized there's a whole bunch of jasper literally right here. It's like somebody else found all this jasper and just kind of like tossed it aside. Brooke, if you're watching the stream, let me know if you want me to bring any of this jasper back. It's kind of nice. But we have fuckloads of jasper. Oh. I could level archery. That is true, actually, because I did kind of want to get into like jewelry cutting and stuff. No, dude, you know, it'd be so funny for crafting, because I want to be able to like start building those stupid rods and boats again. You guys remember the gas mobile? Like any of my OG viewers, the little flamingo with the 2 horsepower motor strapped to it that I eventually broke the motor on. Like, it would be so funny to level up crafting by building shit like that. Because it doesn't have to be like training methods in RuneScape. I just have to be training the skill. IRL. Hold on, I actually think that's a fucking fire series, by the way. That's so funny. I just need to find a way to like broadcast back the, what's it called? The progress without burning a ton of data. I'd probably just need to like, the thing is remoting into your computer is actually extremely data intensive. And the more data I'm burning through, the more battery my Starlink uses. And actually it's kind of a problem. It's like one of the reasons why everything has to be so well optimized. And once, what's it called? Once summer rolls around, the GoPro or the Starlink battery, here we go. That's a nice piece. I can crack that open. There's going to be some opals in there. Sorry, that's the rock that holds opals, in case you were wondering why it looked shit, but I kept it. You have to kind of carefully crack them open to get the opal out. What is this? Nothing. This is a weird ass rock. It's very soft. Is this just a big opal? No, it's just a weird rock. This looks like an opal though. It's a failed opal. So chat, sometimes the materials that make opal will dry on a plane like this and they won't actually form into an opal. So it's the same mineral, it's just not nice. Always skim the tops, the roots. Doing any big pieces. Oh no. I'm having fun just kind of digging through this wall right now, chat. And hang on. Guys, if you're on, you might want to turn the volume. Actually, I can just turn my microphone off. Hang on. Give me a second, chat. All right, hey Jarvis, can you hear the microphone again? Just trying to make sure it reconnects properly.
I'm sorry, I didn't quite catch that.
Perfect.
Could you please repeat?
I think we might have burned up all our luck, chat. I'm not finding anything else. I should just totally break RuneScape rules and let the electronic friend play the game. Dude, could you imagine? Check out this piece of jasper. I'm feeling rain. Chat, I might need to end stream very soon. Actually. But not before finding a really cool piece of petrified wood. Yeah, I need to go, chat. I took my Chevy Bolt out here and the road is pretty rough. If the road gets wet, I am so cooked. Well, anyway, let me go show you what we've kept. First of all, we got this really cool piece. Look, there's like petrified wood in there and jasper. Then we got all of these little pieces. So today was a pretty good success, I'd say. I'll carry this separately so it doesn't crush all the small pieces. I'm gonna go back, I'm gonna bring you guys back to the car and then pretty abruptly end stream, just so you guys know. Oh. But I do think that RuneScape series will be our next one. Like, there are going to be skills I strictly can't train because they don't exist in real life, like rune crafting or herb lore. Actually, chat, I am pretty good at brewing. I just don't think that counts. Brewing alcohol. No, brewing alcohol, you do the cooking skill. Never mind. I lied. Farming. Farming is actually going to be kind of funny because I can take care of some house chores for summertime. Start a garden with Brooke. You're right, I forgot the rock. Construction actually would piss Brooke off because I just start building shit or train construction. That would actually be pretty funny. What other skills? I don't think I'd be able to train combat. Oh, that would actually be really funny if I trained agility by rock climbing. Or like going on hikes and stuff. What other skills are there? Sailing. Anytime I'm in my boat, I can train sailing, but using a phone screen in a boat's horrendous. It's a really terrible idea. Hey Jarvis, how much bandwidth does 360p 30 frames per second typically consume?
Let me look that up. A 360p stream at 30 frames per second typically consumes between 400 kilobytes per second and 1 Mbps of bandwidth. This translates to roughly 315 megabytes of data used per hour. It is an excellent low-resolution choice for maintaining a stable connection while conserving data.
Okay. So yeah, I could probably just use something like, what's it called? Streamlabs to stream a super low bit rate back to my home computer directly. And it can be on an RTMP protocol so that it doesn't have to, what's it called? Doesn't have to connect through the Pi. Which would take heat, like literal temperature heat out of the Pi. It's not the worst idea. It's about a 10% bandwidth increase if I go to 500 kilobits per second. And honestly, as like a small overlay in the top right corner, I don't think 360p would look horrendous, especially if the main frame is what I'm doing IRL. What do you guys think about that? Divination is RuneScape 3, you absolute cringe lord. Just kidding. Actually, that'd be so funny if I did it in RuneScape 3 with like their archaeology skills and shit. In archaeology, I just would like wander around Fort Rock looking for arrowheads. Actually, it would be a lot funnier to do it in RuneScape 3, honestly. Divination would be the funniest because I just walk around with divining sticks looking for water. Be the most troll skill of them all. But that actually might genuinely piss off some people who believe in divination. I'm definitely going to do it in old school, though. I think sailing would be the funniest. You know, what'd be the funniest part about it? If I was in a, what's it called, in a canoe, I could only train. So according to the lore, chat, you ready for some serious lore? Canoes give wood cutting XP, not sailing XP. Because what canoes have existed way before the sailing skill. And the way you would get into a canoe is you'd chop down a hollow tree and then carve it into a canoe. So it'd be a real like knowledge check if I'm going around in the boat and training wood cutting, because anybody who says you're training wood cutting instead of sailing is a fake fan. It's an immediate self-report. I wonder if there's any other ones that would like catch people off guard like that. Like skills where, because they're so old, they predate the actual skill that you would think it'd be training. Slayer. That'd be the funniest one. The funniest one would be Slayer. And I just have to go to Brooke until Brooke gives me an assignment like, go put out rat poison. Brooke's my Slayer master. That would be so, that legitimately would be pretty funny, honestly. Dude, that'd be so funny if like I find like a giant piece of jasper in the real world and I'm like, behemoth, clip it and send it to behemoth. So he has to review this turbo autistic guy. I'm not even autistic, but it's fun to say. Just some turbo like crazy guy IRL mining. Dude, you know what the most fucked up part is? I'm gonna get the rune crafting pet again. Chat, I've never trained my rune crafting above 75, and I've gotten rune crafting pet on 3 different accounts, all under 75. The lowest I got in that was 32. My RNG when it comes to the rune crafting pet is like absurd. I always get them in like the top 1 percentile. It's crazy. Dude, I used to have the most cracked account. It was so funny. It was 50 hit points, 43 prayer, 1 in all other stats. And because I was like a multi-PKer, I knew how to tank really well. I was unkillable, dude. Like I would just show up into like the Rev Caves multi-combat zone, and it was combat level 12, right? So you could only attack it if you were 42 combat or higher. So like these accounts are like barely able to wield a dark bow, but they can't one hit me because I have 50 fucking HP. Dude, I got them up to like 60 something HP after they like turned off the wilderness. I just like as a side project kept grinding his HP higher and higher. It was the most, people get so mad at me because like people would come in like low HP dark bow accounts. You get 3 of them together, they dark bow me because I'm always in like 3 to 4 mil risk with my rune crafting pet out when I'm scouting. Or they get like 6 or 7. Oh crap, I just said the numbers. They get like a, you know, a small squad of like mage accounts, and I just protect mage. And because I knew how to use phoenix necklaces and brews and sharks and stuff, I could just tank them. There's nothing they could do about it. And it got to the point where it's like, if I wanted to be incognito, I obviously wouldn't come out in all my drip. But if we wanted to send a message that, hey, our clan's coming and we're gonna take over the world, I would literally just log in on my scout account and then just follow who I knew was the caller. And then within a couple minutes, the clan would hop out because they didn't want to deal with our bullshit. And then we'd have the world to ourselves. It was so funny. And like, don't get me wrong, I did die a couple of times, but way less than you'd think. I'd die like once a month. And I would only die if I was AFK. Well, actually I died quite a bit AFK, but I'd only get like killed once a month. Where it's so or not to come whack me. Dude, there was one time they trained up an account to get 81 magic, so it could use a magic pot. This was before Forgotten Brews and teleblocked my account, and I still tanked them. Because, you know, they were all like, you know, they had all trained their account to be like level 38 just to attack me. And I ran down to what 20 something wilderness or whatever where they couldn't attack me. It's just, I was loathed, man. Anyway, enough about reminiscing about RuneScape when I had more time and less of a social life. But I'll catch you guys tomorrow with something completely different.